All right, fantastic. Well, again, good morning, everyone. Those of you that have just joined us for this deep dive training. The purpose of this today is to talk about CV. And the reason we're talking about CV is because of this announcement. This announcement that we heard in Chicago in the middle of our 5-year anniversary. Yes, there's a new thing taking place here at Akana. It's called a retail retreat. And it's coming up where we get 4 days and 3 nights in sunny Florida. And there's some rules and some things about this opportunity to travel. Our Phyllis Nass, our founder, one of our co-founders, and our midwife always says that the best way to travel is when you don't have to pay the bill, when you don't have to, somebody else is taking care of it for you. And we got lots of testimonies here of people that have done that. But we want you to get these points. They're called travel points. Now, when you get 500 travel points and you've got 4 months to do this month, April, May, June, July. When you accumulate 500 travel points, then your accommodations to be there are taken care of. Now, you still got to fly there. That's on you, or drive there, however you're going to do it. But your accommodations are paid for. Now, 750 travel points is for double occupancy. Now, all the rooms are double occupancy. So you want to be there because if you're single, you need 500 points. If you're married, you need 750 travel points. I'm just saying, okay? So let's talk about how that happens in one calendar month. What does that mean? How do you get the points? You get the points by hitting dispensary ownership. Every one of us has a dispensary or has a website. And so when you get CV, which is what you get from your website, when people go to your website and shop, when you go to your website and shop, every product has a CV, and we're going to get into that. But when you get to a certain number of CV, you can hit bronze. Another number you hit silver. Another number you hit gold. And another number you hit platinum. Again, I'm going to go through all of that. But understand, when you get to bronze, you get 50 points. When you hit silver, you get 100 points towards your travel points. When you get to hit gold, you get 200 points of travel points. And when you hit platinum, you get 400 points. But here's the thing. This month, everything's double. So this month, did you hear me say this month? Yeah, we've got a few more days. So don't think that you can't do this in the next 4 days that you have available to you. If you hit bronze, you get 100 points. If you hit silver, you get 200 points. If you hit gold, you get 400 points. And if you hit platinum, you get 800 points. So you're already there. So this month, you get all those points. And the highest CV in the month of April, and I'm going to say it again, you still got time. You still got time. If you're just starting, you still got time. The highest person that gets CV in this month automatically wins. Automatically. And we've got 4 more days to do it. Okay. And then the top 50 are going to become considered the rock stars, and you get a special 5-year anniversary pendant, and you get 100 travel points towards your retail trip. How many did we say we needed for that single person? 500. Now, if you're married and your husband's not going, then you just need 500. But if he's going with you, if you're like me and my husband, he's going with me, right? So you got to have 100 travel points towards that trip, and you only need 500 or 750. So let's talk about it. Let's understand this whole world of CV. We say CV for short, but it actually stands for commissionable volume. What does that mean? That means we get paid commission on this number. We do not. The company does not pay commission. If a product is $79.95, you don't get paid commission on the $79.95. The company would go broke. So there's got to be some kind of expense that comes out of there for the company to operate, operating expenses. So we get paid on what's called the CV. And I've heard from other people who have come to our company from other companies that we have one of the highest percentages of CV that you'll see in the market. The other thing that happens, and I'm not going to teach on it tonight, but I do want to mention this, is that we also provide you with retail overrides. What does that mean? That means when somebody else is on your team, I just want to throw this out there, and they have CV on their website, you get a piece of it. It's called an override. So that's when your downline has a website, which they do. Everybody that joins our business, you get your own website. And when somebody goes to their website, guess what? You get a little piece of that, and it's a percentage, and it goes down 9 levels. And we'll teach on that at a later date. But get this, you still make money from somebody else's website because you're helping them. So let's talk about the levels: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. I said those, right? And we saw in the rules how many travel points you get with bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. But now the question is, what is bronze? What is silver? Bronze is when you get 500 points to 999. So anything under 500 CV, you're going to get paid 20%. That's where we start everybody. If you make $1 on your website, 20% of the CV of that dollar is what you're going to get paid. Now that's a great start. I've been in companies where they got paid 8%, 16%, 14%. We start at 20%. But then get this, you work your business, you get customers, you get them going to your website, and the moment you get 500 CV, you get a raise. Who does that? We do that here at Econo. Because I've been in companies where you work 4, 5, 10, 15 years, and they give you a quarter. Well, we're going to raise it another 5%. So at bronze, as soon as you hit 500 CV, you get 25% of whatever that CV is going to be. Now, if you get to 1,000 in one calendar month, this is every single month, because every month you start back at 0. If you do silver, which starts at 1,000, you get another raise, 30%. Gold, 2,500, 35%. And platinum, 5,000, 40%. And don't let that number scare you, because we have people that are doing this on a month-to-month basis as you build your customer base. So here are 4 numbers you should remember: 500, 1,000, 2,500, and 5,000. Rehearse those numbers in your brain, because that's what you're shooting for: 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. And it starts at that 500 mark. Okay? So how do you find CV? How do you get the CV? Well, you sign in. You got to sign into your website, into your back office. And you're going to click something that says My Team, because you want to track your CV. You want to know what it is. You don't need your upline to tell you what your CV is. You can track it, literally track it yourself. And your best friend is called Data Viewer. Now, I'm going to stop for a minute, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. We're going to go actually to a website and take a look at what that actually looks like. So let's do it this way. Hold on, let me stop sharing like there. Okay, I keep showing that. Here we go. And let's go to the website. And so what you're going to do is go to your website, right? And you're going to click sign in. Now, I'm already signed in. So if it says sign out, you're signed in. If it says sign in, you're not signed in. So it should say sign out when you're signed in. And then you go to My Back Office. And depending on what device you're on, because you can do it on your phone. I don't ever teach on my phone because the screen's not wide enough. I always advocate for people to use your laptop or to use your tablets. But if you're on your phone, you can still do the same thing. It just looks differently, and you got to press 3 lines to get to everything. And maybe if we have time, we'll show you the difference in the look on your phone. But anyway, you go to your back office, you see our black navigation bar over here on the left-hand side, and you're going to go to My Team. When you click My Team, now you drop down to Data Viewer. All right, you got that? Data Viewer is your best friend. Now let's go back. Okay. And so now once you get to data viewer, it's going to look like this. And what are we concerned about? We're concerned about this column that says CV. Now you got all these columns here, levels. Levels is every person that you signed up is on level 1. If you directly sign somebody up, every person they signed up is on level 2, and they signed up somebody on level 3, 4, 5, and it always goes all the way down to 9 levels, right? But now points earned, everything that's sold is a point that's earned. And that's dollar for dollar, right? So if it's $79.95, it'll be 79.95 points, and that's how you rank. Sales value is what people actually purchased and what that amount was. But CV is what we're concerned about to win this trip. So in this particular example, this person did $527.16 in CV, $527.16. So now I want somebody to unmute and tell me what, and I just gave it away, what kind of CV are you? Because you did 527.16. 527.17. What's your CV?
Bronze.
25%.
25%. Both those questions, both of those answers were correct. You're bronze. You now have a bronze dispensary. Okay. You're not a ranking person. You don't have to be a pearl or a diamond, or it's not even about your rank at this point. It's about the sales on your website. So you have for that particular month a bronze dispensary. So when you hear Melissa call this out and she names the people who hit bronze or may have a bronze dispensary, that's what she's talking about. Now, by the same token, that means if you did 527.17, if this company had not provided you with this raise, you would have made $105.43 at 20%. But just because you did bronze, you got a raise. And now you're making $131.79 that particular month, just because you did 527 CV. How cool is that? Because how many of you could use that? If you had a bill that was $125, wouldn't you rather have your extra $131.79? Absolutely, right? So let's take it to the next level, 1,025.62. 1,025.62. That's the CV for that particular month. Somebody tell me, what CV is this? What kind of dispensary is it first?
Silver, 30%.
Silver, look at that. And as she said, 30%. Now here again, I gotta show you this because I need you to understand how awesome our compensation plan is. Now you've just gotten a raise, not 20%, not 25%, 30%. But what if you're with a company, like most companies, that don't quickly give you a raise because you bring in more money to the company? If you were at 20%, your revenue, your commission would be $205.12, but not here. You didn't go to just 25%, you're at 30%. Look how much more you're getting because you put the work in, you promoted your website, you told people to go to your website to support you, and now you're getting $307.69 that month. Anybody use an extra $300 coming in, another stream? And that's not counting. Yeah, right, exactly, okay. Now, let's keep it moving. 2,429.80, that's the CV that this person did in one calendar month. Okay, somebody tell me, what kind of dispensary is this? Is it bronze, silver, gold, or platinum? What is it?
Silver.
Oh, I heard a silver, I heard a gold. I heard a silver, and I heard a gold. Well, let me tell you something. 24, it did not hit 25, 2429.80. Gold is what? 2,500. So this person took the whole month, closed out the month shy of 71 CV. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Shy, 2,500 minus 24, that's 71. There's 71 CV short. No, that's too close. That's too close to leave money on the table. So what do? You go to your website You call somebody up and say, look, I need you to buy this, or you need this, or you need some more pain cream, or guess what? Go buy it yourself. But you may say, okay, well, how do I know, Dr. Raj, what CV, what product has what CV? Well, at every website, and let me stop sharing again and go to the website so we can actually see this. So I can show you how to find every product. Every single product that we have here at Akana has a CV attached to it. So when you go to your own website and look for your CV, we're going to go to a product. We're just going to hit shop and we're going to go to tinctures. And when we go to tinctures, and we're going to go find Power Hemp MD. Every product has a CV. And if I click view details, boom. And when that's opening up, now I'm going to go down past all of the information, the directions, the requirements, and how to use it. And I'm going to see the sale price is $129.95. And over here, there's a word called volume. I put my cursor on it. Little hand says Unilevel CV 100. So what does that mean? Every time a bottle of Hemp MD is sold, you get 100 CV. How cool is that? Every single product has an attached CV to it. So now you don't have to worry about, well, how do I know? So in this example that we just showed you, how short were we?
71.
We were 71 CV short. So we don't want to be 71 CV short. Listen, that ain't supposed to happen. I said it just like that. That ain't supposed to happen. So when you're 71 CV short, if you're 50 CV short, if you're 100 CV short from reaching the next level, you know why you don't really want that to happen? Because if you were making 30% of that 20, now it's 2,500 because you reached it with the level you were on was silver, and you got that, you would only get $728.95. I say only, that's pretty doggone good. But if you go on and get to gold, the 2,500 becomes $875. I think that's a little different. I don't want to leave money on the table. That's all I'm saying. So you push. That's what our woman of God says to us. Our Phyllis Dash, our midwife, says to us. She says push. So you push a little bit harder and find somebody that needs some pain cream, somebody that needs something. Or you go right there in your e-wallet or something, or you'll pull out the card and say, okay, I got to do this because you're going to make it back. I hope y'all see that. Now, here's my last example. Here's an example of 5,081 CV. This is a person who has built up their customer base. And you can do this, and you do it over time. It doesn't happen overnight, but you do it over time. And once you do this, now you've got a vehicle that's bringing in a certain kind of income. So somebody tell me, what kind of dispensary is this, and what's the commission?
Platinum at 40%.
Absolutely, it's platinum at 40%. And get this. What if you didn't make that all the way and you just got 30% of that? You would get over $1,000. Now that's a pretty darn good paycheck, commission check coming in. But when you hit platinum and it gets you to 40%, this is exponential growth, guys. Come on, do the math. 40% of the 5,000 comes to $22,032. Absolutely amazing. That's a nice commission check. And that's why you have people that are hitting platinum that are excited. So that's why I'm saying you got 4 days to get double points in April. You've got 4 days. If you hit 500, you're going to get 1,000 points. That's going to take your income up, and that takes your travel points up, all of that, so that you can get on this trip and you won't be sitting back saying, well, I couldn't make it. Now, I also want to show you how to generate this monthly income with your store. Because we often have people that come to us and they say, well, I don't want to recruit anybody. Can I make money just with my website? Absolutely. And I hope I've already shown you to some degree how you can make money just with your website because of the kind of compensation plan that Akana has provided us with. So let's just say if you wanted to make an additional 500 a month or 1,000 a month or 2,500 a month, could you do it? Could you do it in the long run? Because we're going to push everything I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you how it would take place in a slow path. But all you got to do is speed it up, and it makes it happen in the next 4 days or in the next 4 months while this contest is taking place. So what if you wanted to do $500 every month, every single month, like clockwork, just with your website? But don't forget, we have 12 streams of income. So I'm just talking about just this, okay? So if you wanted to make $500, 17 customers, that could be a goal. Build your customer base up to have 17 regular customers that spend about $119, give or take, but it provides you with 100 CV. 100 CV times 17 is 1,700 CV, right? So every month, if you did that, guess what happens? At 30%, you'd be getting $510. $510 every single month. Now, the question then comes, okay, well, Dr. Ross, I hear you, 17 customers. What produces that 100 CV? What produces 100 CV? Well, I thought you'd never ask. Look at our products. Just 2 products, pure hempranium and broad spectrum gummies. That's over 100 CV. How about power hempranium and power gummies? That's that's 90 CV, and you just throw in something else and get your 100 CV. Or hemp MD by itself is 100 CV. Or what about the trifecta? Have you heard about the trifecta? Yeah, Dr. Rita used to teach us about that. The hempranium, the pain relief, and the gummies. How many people you know they need that? Well, that's over 100 CV. And if they're doing that on a monthly basis or any combination of these things, what about the 21-day cleanse? Yeah, 120 CV. That's over 100. See, so it's not difficult to get that 100 CV on a month-to-month basis. What about the phase 2? Combine it with the Flat Belly Juice 4-pack and the Flat Belly Builder. Then we just are starting, right? There it is, over 100 CV. Any combination of those is over 100 CV. What about our hair care products? What about the people you know, the hairstylists you know, the people who are losing hair? They can get the whole mini system and then add some oud oil and that leave-in detangler. There you go. You've got over 100 CV. I just need you to see. And then what about our blood test kit? Do you know that we need to really promote these blood tests? We need people to do the blood tests. If you had 25 blood test kits or sold 25 blood test kits every single month, you're going to have your CV. Because it's 4 CV each that you get for each blood test kit. So guess what you need? 25. 25 every month, and you've got 100 CV. So you've done bronze every single month. And you're making over $510. So, but do remember, like we got 20% off right now, right? Don't expect the CV to be exactly the same. You say, oh, wait a minute, I'm not getting the same amount of CV I usually get. Well, if the company gives a discount, you get a discount too. So you don't get to have as much CV. That's why discounts are great. But full price is great too. Now let's talk about this next level. 1,700 CV at 30%. That was $510, 17 customers, right? What if it took you 12 months to do it? Now, we're in a rush right now, but I just need you to see the full picture. We're trying to do this, what we'll talk about in the next 4 months. So all you gotta do is chop this up into fine pieces. But if it took you 12 months, because people say, I don't know, I can't get 17 customers. Well, what if it took you a whole year to get those 17 customers? That would literally be 1.5 customers, 2 a month. Let's just round it up, 2 a month. Can you find 2 people every single month to become a customer until you build it up to 17 customers? I think so. But what if you are that person that says 500 ain't gonna do nothing because that ain't even enough for my car note. Okay, how about $1,000 per month just with your website? nothing else, because there's so many other areas, but just $1,000 per month. All you need is 30 customers. You can build up to 30 customers that spend that same amount. We're not asking them to spend more, because now you're going to have 3,000 CV. And listen, 35%, $1,050 every single month, like clockwork. And if it took you 12 months, that's the snail path. Now, 12 months is not going to get you on the trip, but I need you to get the full picture of how easy it is for us to build our customer base. If it took you 12 months, that's just 3 customers every month. 2.6, okay, so I'm gonna round it off to 3. 3 customers every single month. And then for those of you, big ballers, shot callers, you want that $2,500 per month, 50 customers. 50 customers, and all of a sudden you're making $2,500 per month, and okay, so you're gonna move slow. I got you, because you got other things going on in your life. So just get 4 new customers every month till you build up to that 50 customers. And that's what the product bonus. But let me tell you how you really do it. So it's all cash, then 63 customers. 63, so focus right there. 63 customers, and you're getting $2,500 a month. And if it takes you 12 months, I'm just saying, I just want you to do it. I want you to know this is here for life. This is here for you to work on. This is here for you not to get discouraged because I don't have nobody yet. Okay, let's go after 5 every single month. 5,000 monthly income with your retail store. So don't stop till you get it, because it's a numbers game. And I got to remind you about Bill Britt, who was one of the most successful distributors in Amway. And you heard all these folks whining and complaining, talking about this thing don't work. And, and they asked him, Bill Britt, what's your secret? He said, there is no secret. He said, I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. Okay, so we got 4 days to get double points in April. So you gotta go after it. We got 4 months to win this trip, to win these travel points. 1,200 people. He said 900 said no, only 300 signed up. A lot of us would have quit right then. We said, oh, this company is a hoax. This ain't working. But he stayed with it. And out of those 300, look at this, only 85 did something. And out of the 85, only 35 were serious. And out of the 35, 11 made him a millionaire. There's no secret. It's about following the system. It's about going after the numbers, showing it to everybody. Will everybody say yes? No. Then go next. Will everybody say yes? No. Say go next. Go to the next person. So whichever path that you choose, your number one customer is you. You are your number one customer. I'm not buying from nobody that don't buy from themselves, because you should be your first customer every single month. You should be shopping, because guess what? When you shop at your own store, at your own website, you still get paid the commission that everybody else gets paid. People say, well, do I get a discount? No, you get paid for what you buy from your website. So buy from yourself and market to others. That's what I just heard about this week. Buy from yourself and market to others. So here's a little thing. Use the system. Use the system that's already in place. Use the system that's already in place to market your website. What am I saying? You've heard it. 48 people spend $48 in 48 hours. Ernestine shared that with us. Call them up, tell them, email them, text them. I'm trying to reach a goal. Will you support me? You got 4 days to do this. And if they're a brand new customer, there's a little space right there when you go into checkout that talks about a discount. When you get a discount code, and you got to put save 10, all caps, save 10. And then they get an additional 10%. That means it's 30% for that brand new customer. And if you sell somebody something that's really, really inexpensive, maybe like the testing kit, the blood testing kit, you don't have to use the save 10. Wait until they place a little larger order, or why not ask people, do you know your blood type? Do you know how many people you can reach just with that line alone? Do you know how many people you can touch just with that line? Do you know how many people you can lead them down a path to getting a detox just by finding out people don't know their blood type? So if you get 125 blood test kits at $12.95, you get 500 CV. So I'm saying, don't you save 10 on that because they just spent $12.95. Use that when they get the detox, or use that when they get some of our brand new products or the muscle builder or something else, so you don't have to put the code in there until you're ready to put that in there and allow that customer to get a bigger discount, right? But if you chalked up on them, if you're going to a vending event, you need blood test kits. So I'm showing you a way that you can really hit this 500 CV to start the movement that you need for the contest. 5 customers spending $50. That's what our CEO was just talking about, because we still have those essential 420 essential packs that are just $50. Those are great packages that are available. And you should put your QR code or your website on everything. We did a teaching on the QR code. All you gotta do is go to your app, go to training, and you learn how to create that QR code, how to save it. And somebody just told me the other day, they sent a QR code. They went to Amazon and ordered a stamp to put it on everything, every flyer, every document that you share with people. Now you can do that, all right? Plan out your next 4 months. You got to have a strategy. So if you don't have a plan, you got to plan your work, then work your plan. Sell what you use. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. If you use pain cream, you can talk about pain cream. If you use Hempranium, you can talk about Hempranium. If you use Endocalix Pro, you can talk about it. If you use the hair products, you can talk about it. If you've done the detox, you can talk about it, because what? You're a product of the product. Share your story. We've heard it, facts tell, but stories sell. Share your story, share your journey. Don't be afraid to share it, because it will relate to somebody. Have the parties, the online Zooms, the focus groups, the elevation parties. Invite people to our Zooms. We do the work for you. Somebody does it. Whoever's the host of that Zoom is doing the work for you. All you got to do is be a good inviter. Tuesday night, Thursday night, Saturday day, and Sunday afternoon. We got stuff going on. Always follow up. Keep following up. Stay on, folks. Don't think, oh, I don't want to bug them. No, it's called follow up. Because it's not no until they say no. Because guess what? People do forget, and they don't mean to. It's not always intentional. So don't make up these stories in your head. Oh, they must not want it because they didn't respond. Do you know they have a life? And it's not important to them until it becomes important to them, because there was a time it wasn't important to you because you didn't know about it. Give away free samples. You should have some samples in your bag. That's something you can buy for yourself. You should have some pain cream sitting next to somebody waiting on your car to be fixed, and you see this person moving and they're hurting and they're walking slow. You ought to have your pain cream. You ought to have your gummies. Use social media. Don't tell me you don't like social media. You use it for what you need. You ain't trying to tell all your business. Oh, I just walked out the house. No. Use it for your business. Whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's LinkedIn, learn how to use it. Stop shying away from it. Baby boomers, come on now. Let's get it. Collaborate with others. Sometimes it's about collaboration, not necessarily about, oh, I got to sell to that person. No, what are they doing? If I see a vendor and they can tell me about the places where they're going to vend, I collaborate with them, and now I've learned some more and I get to their audience. I get on their stage. Share your videos. You've got the app. You've got the app. Use the app. Use the quick send, the stuff that can go out very quickly. Learn how to master that app. And then number 9. Network. It's networking. So we've got to network. work. We gotta get out. Sometimes you gotta leave the house and you gotta go and do vending. People told me today, I'm gonna be out vending, but it's recorded so they can get it, right? Meetups, groups. There are groups on Facebook. There are groups in LinkedIn that you can become a part of. Now, they have rules, so you just can't go on there dropping, selling, but then you gotta build relationships, right? And last, be persistent. Be committed. Stay on it. Don't quit, because we've got a contest. Check this out. All right. So let's put the plan into action, guys. Let's go. All right. So questions.